an open seat is something that's very rare. I think we've had maybe 3 of those in the past 4 decades here in Kansas. So it provides, I think, our citizens in Kansas a real opportunity on both sides of the aisle to have a primary process and to pick somebody who they think might do their very best to share their interest and their desires of what a public servant might do concerning all the major things you think about when you think about national politics to really the more important things, which are kitchen table issues.
What are some of those kitchen table issues?
Well, not surprisingly, number one, health care. And of course, we have a somewhat unique situation here in Kansas because we have access to rural health care is a real challenge. Having folks out in the field who can attend to the needs of citizens in sparse or rural communities. And even in some larger communities, like you take Fort Scott, Kansas, which I don't think is considered a small town, they don't have a hospital. So we have one institution in Crawford County servicing the needs of 50,000 Kansans in southeast Kansas. That's a big kitchen table issue because even if you're fortunate enough to have the best health insurance in the world, if you have no place to utilize that insurance, it doesn't really make any difference. Another one that somewhat surprised me, but the more and more I talk to people, it's still an issue. In mentioning the university, Fort Hays State, student loans. If you have a young person in your family and they have a lot of student loan debt and you live in a rural area, you're probably not going to return to the rural area because there aren't jobs there that provide sufficient income to service your debt. So you're forced to leave the farm or you're forced to leave a community you might otherwise want to go back to. So those are big issues. And then of course, there's always issues of concerning safety, something I know a little bit about, having been a U.S. attorney. Safety, from our experience when we stopped a bomber from going on to the Wichita airport, stopped a young man who wanted to explode a truckload of explosives and kill American soldiers at Fort Riley. So I've had some real on-the-ground, meaningful experience working with law enforcement where we all came together. Nobody was a Republican, nobody was a Democrat, but we all came together as a team with a mission to keep people safe. And that's really was our mission at the U.S. Attorney's Office. You have your ups and downs, but the focus is always, what can we do to keep people safe, Kansans safe?